Amazing. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay. So I know I can see a few familiar faces, which is nice, but quite a few of you that I've not met yet. So for those of you that don't know me, my name's Charlotte. I started with pharmacy April 2024, and I can't believe it's only been 2 years. It's absolutely crazy. It feels like a lifetime in all the best ways. I am Golden Manager. I'm just loving like absolutely everything that we've got. But my journey in network marketing actually started on Christmas Eve of 2015. So if you think people don't ever join you over Christmas, they absolutely do. And when I started, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. I think, like most of us, and I was working full time, and I worked full time for about 6 or 7 years, probably after that. So when Crystal was asking me, what do you want to speak about? I was like, well, there's loads of things, but I think I'm probably right in saying one thing that most of us struggle with is managing our time. So if you ever feel like there's not enough hours in the day, or like you're struggling to get things done, or you just feel a bit like you don't know what to do first, drop me a number one in the comments because I, well, I still get days like that. I think we like, no matter how good you get, you'll always have days where you do feel a little bit like that, but there are things that you can do that will help massively. And I tell you this as somebody who did all the wrong things and was like paper everywhere and just like everything was just so chaotic. So it's tried and tested things. If you guys have heard me speak about this before, some of it won't be new, but sometimes I feel like we've got to hear things like over and over and over again for it to actually like land and maybe for us to do something. So I'm going to share with you 5 things that I do to keep things ticking over, running smoothly, and make it feel a little bit less overwhelming. And the best advice that I can give you is just pick one of them that you can do something with and do it. And then write the rest down and you can come back to it when you feel like you've mastered one of them. Okay. So the first one is, where is your DMO? Now, for years and years, people would tell me, like, have your DMO on paper? And I'd be like out the house all day, and then I'd be like trying to catch up when I got home. And for me, the best place for my DMO was on my phone. Now, you might try that and think, actually, I would much rather like have something written down. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if one person does something one way and you want to do it the other way, if it works for you. So pick one and stick to it and think about, when are you actually doing it? Like, when is your best energy during the day? Now, people here, like me and some of my team, have a blitz at 6 o'clock in the morning and they're like, oh my God, there's only one 6 o'clock in my day. Like, I could never do that. But for me, evenings is like my brain just switches off. Now, you might be the other way around. That's okay, but figure it out. When are you firing on all cylinders and able to really like get the best out of what you're doing and like do it quickly and efficiently, and try and stick to that time of day. And like I said at the beginning, it's not always going to be perfect. It's just about learning what works for you. So that's my first one. Laura's saying she starts early in the morning as well, so we've got another early bird. um the second thing that I started doing probably about a year ago, was, drop me a number 5 in the comments if you do the same DMO like every single day, or if you vary it throughout the week, put a number 6 in the comments. I'm curious. So I used to do the exact same DMO every day. And after a couple of weeks, I'd be like, oh my God, I feel like a bit burnt out and stressed. And I heard something, and it was this idea of having minimum and maximum days. And I was like, that's really interesting, but I wasn't ready to hear about it yet. And it took me a long time to like figure out what that looked like in my business. So for me, that means 5 days a week where I have a DMO that takes me about 2 hours. I sometimes add a little bit more to it, but that's like my baseline that I go for. Now, bear in mind, I work part time now and I get almost a full time income from doing this. So, just to give you an idea. And then I have 2 days a week, what that I call my minimum days. So, these are days where, like, I'm literally just keeping things ticking over. Half an hour, I probably clear my inbox, make sure my content's on, do my birthday messages, anything like really urgent to follow up, and that's it. And that's how I structure over the week. And it's been an absolute game changer for me just to feel like not that I have like a day off, but that you get that little bit of a rest and recharge. But the other 5 days are like, I'm on it and there's no excuses. And I track my time over the week as well. So I always know, like, when I get to the end of the week, actually how many hours work, like income producing activities. So, um, finding new people to speak to, starting those conversations, asking them about products or the business, and like doing my follow ups. How much time did I actually spend doing that? Because sometimes I think I look at my screen time and I'm like, what have I been doing today? So when you track that number, it's a massive eye opener. Um, so that would be tip number two. Janice, no, I don't do 2 hours all in one go. Maybe on a Sunday, but the rest of the time, no, not at all. Um, Number three kind of ties into this a little bit, but I always plan my week out on a Sunday. Someone's just come off mute. Thank you. I always plan my week out on a Sunday. So you can do this however you want. I know some people use like a Google Calendar. I do use pen and paper for this. And when I tell you, I put everything on this paper. I put when I'm doing my day job, I put when I'm going to the gym, I put all my meals on there for the week. I put like what days I'm gonna clean the house, like literally everything. And you might be sat there thinking, well, why would you do that? That sounds like stressful or like another job that I've got to do. But just seeing everything on paper is, I feel like it just takes that like mental bandwidth away and you can see it in front of you and you know when you try to do too much. So, like for me, in my day job that I do now, on a Tuesday, I work like a 10, 11 hour day. So I don't try and plan in on that day to like go to the gym or, be doing anything extra above what I need to do. But then I can see actually on this day, I don't have that much on and I can move some stuff around or I'm going to jump on that training or. Right, so that was number three. So we had number one was where is your DMO and when are you doing it? Number two was your minimum and maximum days and time tracking. Three was planning your week. So we got two more. This next one, everyone always pulls their face out, but I promise you, if you do it, you'll never look back. I turn off every single notification on my phone apart from calls and text messages. Okay. And I know that that is really scary. And that means that when you open up your phone, you don't have like Facebook or Messenger with like a little bubble in the top telling you like all the things that are going on, or you don't have that like constant ping of notifications coming through, and you feel like, well, what if someone's messaged me and they want to join or they want to buy something and it takes me like a few hours, or what if even they message me at night and I don't reply till the day after? I'm telling you, it's absolutely fine. And like for my own mental sanity, that is one of the best things that I've ever done because it means that I can go on my phone when I want to go on my phone and work when I want to work rather than be like trying to do something else and getting distracted. Because as much as you tell yourself, oh, it's fine, I'm all right, and like it doesn't distract me, it does. It steals so much of your time and energy, and it's just an absolute game changer. So someone was just asking in the comments about how you do it. It'll be somewhere in the settings on your phone. I leave my WhatsApp on, but very often I have my phone on Do Not Disturb, which annoys all my friends, but it's all good. um, so do it. And for the first like 48 hours, you'll feel like the world has ended and you have no idea what's going on. And then you'll get into a routine with it and you'll absolutely never look back. I haven't had notification on my phone for years and years, and I absolutely love it. I still run Great business. I still get people joining me. I still get sales. It's absolutely fine. Okay, so that was number four. And then the last one kind of ties into this. Now, this is an app that we've got in the UK. I don't know if you guys in America will have it or not, but I'm sure you've got something similar. And it's called Screen Zen. It's like a little purple square, and it basically means that you can control the apps that you like can go straight onto on your phone. And it'll lock things down like at certain times or mean that you can only open them a certain amount of times during the day. So I on my screens then I have like my messenger, my Facebook, my Instagram just set to open maybe like 10, 15 times a day. It's not really about for me the number of times. It's to limit, like when you open your phone and then you think, I'm not going to click on that, but then you do anyway. Screens then just like pops up and is like, why are you opening it? Like, remember, you can only open it like this number of times during the day. And it means that when I do open it, when I do open Messenger on my Facebook, I'm sat down actually working and again, not getting distracted by it because I feel like a lot of us think, I must like try and carve out all these extra hours in the day. And it's just not the case. If we really focus on like when are we getting distracted and what are we spending our time, especially like when we do go on our phones doing, that's the time that you're looking for. And yeah, that for me really helps a lot. I have it set so that the app then opens for like 25 minutes because I work in a blitz and then it'll lock for like 5 minutes again and then you can reopen it again after that. But that's really, really helpful for me. So they are my 5 tips. I've seen a few questions in the comments. So let me have a look. And I think someone's going to it again. Let me have a look. Right, if anyone's got any questions, feel free to pop them in the comments or take yourself off mute if you want to. Sophia, yes, that is the one. Put a screenshot of the app in the comments. Linda, I'd never turn my notifications back on. Ever. I'm just scrolling. Right, I think I've got all the questions. Has anyone got anything else that you wanted to ask? Tori, you've got your hand up. I don't know if you mean to. No. Linda, you've got your hand up as well. I don't know if you mean to.
Yeah, just about your, I know we had a chat about the DMO. So,
Yeah.
is there a particular one you recommend, or is it the one that we used from
I
NLN?
I always feel like for your DMO, and also I used to get taught to do it like in numbers, like go and add 10 new friends.
Yeah, that's the way I do it. So I'm not sure.
But now I feel like I work so much better in time because finding 10 new people, one day it might take you 5 minutes, one day it might take you 15. Then like how do you know where you're up to? So if you just say to yourself, right, this like particular activity, I'm gonna spend 10 minutes on each day, then you know that no matter what day it is, that's always going to take the same amount of time. And I think as long as it covers like finding new people, content, but I wouldn't spend that much time on content, like 5, 10 minutes max, don't overthink it. Um, and then asking either like about the business or about products and following up with people, like you're good. Whether you that's half an hour, 2 hours, the activity is the same. It's just like the amount of time that you spend on it might be a little bit different. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and it's something similar, obviously, then for your time tracking for your week. You obviously do. How do you work that out? Like, how do you decide to, if you're doing 2 hours a day? So it's
Yeah.
go back to your DMO, really, or time tracking is something similar, is it?
Yeah. Again, I mean, it doesn't need to become like a big like extra task. I just jot it down like on my planner. Like, oh, I did like this amount of time today. And the reason why I do that is You guys all know Fraser Brooks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Fraser talks a lot about if you work like on those income producing activities 15 to 20 hours a week, then that will get you into momentum and will get you seeing results. Obviously not after a week, but that's what you should be aiming for. So that was why I started tracking my time, just for that little bit of extra awareness. Because I used to think I was doing a lot more than what I was actually doing.
Mm.
Um, so yeah.
Thank
Can
you.
you hear
That's
me now,
perfect.
Tori?
Yeah, go on.
Me?
Yeah, Tori.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I couldn't work out how to unmute myself, so I was
That's all
like,
right.
oh. I was going to ask you, do you have like a content making day? Because like they say, I know we've got a lot of content that's from the website and the pictures and the original stuff, but people are always saying, you know, they want to see you using the products, they want to see you doing that. So it takes a long time to edit those videos and, you know, make them like when you're putting your makeup on or when you're doing skincare, or, you know, you can take your videos as and when you're doing them, but then to edit them, like, do you block out a whole day for content making for the week ahead or something, or
No.
do you literally just, are you just a magician or something? Because
Um, no, part of me wants to say I wing it, and that's a little bit of a lie. I don't. So I know why people batch the content, and I'm here for it if it works for you. For me, I just find it so much easier to do it on the day. I I follow a little bit of a structure, so I know what I'm going to talk about. In that, I follow the color personalities basically. So without wanting to get massively in depth in them. But the colour personalities are reds, which is like people who are here for the money. Blues is like the fun and adventure and trips and all that stuff. Greens want to know like all the little details or like the systems that you've got. And yellows is the community. So they're the four. So I have it just as a reminder on my phone, like, right, every Monday, my opportunity content is for reds. Every Tuesday, it's for blues over the week. So that's like my structure. So whilst I don't have like a content day or like mega planned out, I kind of know already what I'm talking about. So a
yeah,
little bit of both.
thank you.
I don't know if that was helpful or if that was a question or not, but that's
Yeah,
what
it
I
was.
do.
Yeah, thank you.
And videos, I'll either do a live, or I don't film myself doing my makeup or my skincare as much as I should do, but I just edit my videos either in CapCut or in Instagram, and I don't waste loads of time like putting fancy stuff on them.
That's where I'm going wrong then.
I'm sure. Do you know what? I love them. I love watching other people's videos. I think it's amazing. But I always think to myself like, am I doing something that like somebody who's starting like today can do? And if the answer's no, then I try and just keep it as simple as possible.
Yeah, thank you.
Anytime. Right, I've seen some comments there. How do you only spend 5 to 10 minutes on your content? I think I've kind of answered that. What I think I am good at is as I go about my day, I'll maybe like take a picture of stuff and then it's the like ready to upload. That makes things a lot easier. Don't get me wrong, I think there's a time and a place for like polished content and I think it's great. I'm just not that girl. Does anyone else want to ask anything? Feel free to take yourself off mute.
Hiya, Charlotte, it's Bev. Take me on.
Hello.
Hi, I have got a one-to-one later with Rebecca, but how do you like track your conversations? And another thing is I'm struggling with like sometimes people how to start a conversation or because I've got a lot on Facebook who I've not even communicated with because I find it quite difficult.
The first place I started was downloading my friends list,
Yeah.
just to my phone and literally just working my way through it.
Right.
And just saying to people like, "Hi Bev, we've not spoke for ages. How's things?"
Yeah, I know. I find that so like, oh, I don't know. It's just me. I probably overthink things, but I
Yeah,
find,
but
especially
like,
like people we don't know, it's
but they're on your friends list. So
I know.
like one of you accepted the other at some point.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I know.
it's like if we'd not spoke for ages and I was like, all right, Bev, how's things? We've not spoke for ages. You wouldn't be like, oh my God, Charlotte's a right weirdo. Like, what's she talking about?
Yeah, I know.
Just, and loads of people won't reply. I get ghosted by so many people. And you're like Crystal saying, you could go to the profile and see like what they've been up to.
Yeah, but sometimes the profile pages are not like worth like art. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
do you get rid of the people who have not been posting for a while, like for years? I mean, like.
No, but only because that was me before I started. If you looked at my profile, you wouldn't have think that I would have wanted to join. But I was
Right.
on Facebook every day. I just didn't post. So I kind of have a rule that if I wish somebody happy birthday twice and they don't reply, I think they're really rude, and then I tend to get rid of them after that.
Yeah, I'm just finding that it's the same people looking at my stuff all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not getting new people looking. And I think that's why I'm struggling with my sales.
I would start then definitely just going through your friends list. And
Right.
and if you're gonna go and message them and you really think I actually don't want to talk to this person, just take them off your Facebook and at least you know who you're working with. And yeah, get into some groups of like things that like you post about the gym.
Yeah.
Get into some gym groups and make some new friends on there. Like, yeah, you might get the odd person that's like, well, why are you speaking to me? But are you not on social media to be social? That's what I say to them.
Right, yeah. All right, thanks.
Got something in common with them then as well that you can actually speak to them about.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, like, just if anyone's got any other questions, I'll put them in the comments in a second. But some of you will know Joe, who's on my team. Like, I met Joe in a Labrador group. We've both got 2 Labradors, and that was just how our conversation started. And then, 6 months later or whatever, she ended up joining. But it all comes from groups and just having that thing in common.
Yeah.
Did you ask me something else at the beginning that I didn't answer? I can't remember.
I don't know. I don't know. What did I say now?
I
don't know. It's fine. I think, yeah. Download my friends list and take it from there.
Yeah, definitely. And if you don't have a lot of people on it, just be adding at the same time.
Okie dokie.
Just reading the other comments. Yeah, message from your story views. I do that every day. If someone's watching and they don't reply, I'll maybe leave it like a couple of weeks and then message them again. Not like, every day asking them something, but
yeah, that's another thing as well. I'm finding as well, it's a lot of pharmacy when I'm looking. And then I think they're just ignoring me now because it's all pharmacy. Like I need to get
your stories.
Yeah. Because it's the same people looking at my stories.
Yeah.
I'm messaging them pharmacy. It's like nothing.
Well, so if my content isn't pharmacy related and that's what they've watched, I don't go in with that. That's when I'd be like, oh, Bev, you was watching my stories, what are you doing this weekend? Or go on the profile and look for something. I don't ask them about pharmacy straight away if that's not what my content was about. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Get that? Oh, you asked me about how I keep track of conversations.
Oh, right, yeah, I did, yeah.
So if it's somebody that I've had a bit of back and forth with and I want to like pivot into business conversation, I'll literally just take a screenshot of the message and then I'll go back to them the day after.
Right, okay.
It's nothing fancy. But I know like Kerry uses Trello, Lisa uses Saga. Again, just try a few different ways and see what works for you.
I'm just constantly pen and paper, but I'm like, it's like.
But that's fine.
Yeah.
If it's working for you though. Yeah. If you don't feel like it's working, switch it up a bit.
Okay. I'll give it a go. I'll download my friends list and then take it from there.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks, Charlotte.
Right, I don't want to keep you guys all night, but has anyone got any other questions before we wrap up? Crystal, same picture.
Charlotte, I think this was great. I think it was actually meant for me to hear this too, because I know there's probably some of you on here, you guys probably won't admit it, but every Sunday my iPhone tells me how many hours a day I average to be on my phone. Do you guys get that on your phone every Sunday too? And I cringe at that number. I'm like, how am I that many hours on my phone? Because I wouldn't even like, this is my job, right? So why am I spending more than 8 hours a day on my phone, right? Are you guys anybody more than 8 hours a day averaging on their phone? Give me a number one in the comments, because we should not be doing that. Like, we're not going to work that outside of our business, right? Like, not out at a 9 to 5. We're not going to do that. So why are we doing that on our phone? There's no need for it. So I guarantee you, most of us aren't working those 8 hours, 12 hours. We're scrolling. So, like Charlotte is saying, really think about your pockets of time and map it out. So, this was totally for me, Charlotte. Like, I totally need to like sit down and be like, okay, I'm going to do not disturb from this amount of time, and I'm going to work my business. That way I know that I'm pouring into what I can control and not do the doom scroll. So, thank you so much. I needed this.
Anytime. No, thank you for having me. I've enjoyed it.
For sure. All right, you guys want to take a picture? Put on your cameras. All right. First one, 1, 2, 3. And the next page. All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, I think I got everyone. I will put these in the chats. Thank you so much, Charlotte, for pouring into us tonight. And it was nice seeing you guys.
No, thank you.
See you later.
Bye.